Is this healthy? Am I considered healthy because I eat this? Can I eat this and still be healthy and look the way I want to look? Are we living a healthy lifestyle? Do you consider yourself a healthy person? Do you consider yourself a person who lives a fairly decent, healthy lifestyle? Hi, my name is Summer, and I am a personal trainer. I spend every single day helping people get to their goals and helping them increase their health by working out, nutrition guidance, and other things. I have spent the last 2 years helping hundreds and hundreds of people who have issues with their weight. They have onset diabetes, they have chronic illness, they have heart disease, all from the ways that they eat and the way they live their life. Do you consider yourself a healthy person? Do you consider your kids healthy? Do you ever wake up and you're worried or concerned about your health because of the things that you eat or the way you've let your life become? America has an obesity problem. America has a problem because we eat too much food. We eat too much of the wrong food, and we have significantly fallen off the wagon when it comes to exercise. Too many times that we decide that we sit down on the couch instead of going outside for a walk, or we let our kids play video games for hours and hours and hours into the night instead of making them get a good night's rest. America has an obesity problem. How do we fix that problem? I'm going to show you. I created a little bit of a presentation to kind of help you and give you a visual of the things that I'm talking about. I'm giving you some facts and data that people don't always look at. A lot of the times when it comes to our health, we're very insecure and we don't want to think about it. We don't want to look at the facts. We don't want to talk about the issues that we have. No one likes to talk about their weight, especially women. The majority of my clients are females, and a lot of them are 100 to 150, maybe 200 pounds overweight. They didn't start that way. They didn't get that way overnight, but bad habit after bad habit, all the way rolling over each other, created this health problem. So first thing we're going to talk about is the rise in obesity rate over the last 10 years. We didn't always used to be this way. America used to be the pillar of health. Back in the 1960s, we were the pillar of health. Everyone ate the foods that came out of the farmers markets. They came from fresh, whole, great places. There wasn't really that many conservatives yet. We still were on the rise of things like Coca-Cola being made and Hershey's, and those things were popular, but they were kind of like a delicacy. They weren't something that you could just go to Walmart and buy for $1. So we lived a much healthier lifestyle. So we were more active, we didn't have video games, we didn't have these distractions in our world that made us more sedentary. Over the last 10 years, adult obesity rates have risen by 27.5%. That's almost 30%. Obesity rates have risen. Obesity in adults means you are at least 50 to 100 pounds overweight, if not more. And the one that really gets me is in the last 10 years, child obesity rates have risen by 47.1%, almost 50%. Almost half of our kids are obese in America. When I talk about obese, I mean that kids cannot go outside and run for more than 30 minutes a day because they're winded. They cannot go play because they are winded. They're eating bad, unhealthy processed meals every single day. And now they even may have chronic health concerns and health illnesses from the way that they live their life and how they're eating: asthma, diabetes, and some early onset heart disease. 5% of adults are physically active for 30 minutes. 5%. 5% of America's adults get exercise every day. That's crazy. 1 in 3 children are physically active every day. 1 in 3. The other 2 are probably playing video games. On average, kids play up to 4 to 6 hours of video games a day via their cell phone, via Xbox or the computer. Instead of getting a good night's sleep, they're staying up through all hours of the night looking at a screen. These lessened activity levels have increased our obesity rates, and we need to fix this issue because it is the leading cause that is going to lead us down the road to heart disease, diabetes, and other illnesses that we cannot come back from. The other issue that we have is eating more, exercising less. On average, the American family in 2021 eats out 4 times more than any other family in the country. 4 times more. I remember when I was a kid, my mom and dad loved to take us to Boomerang Diner. And at Boomerang Diner, we would eat the same thing: burger, fries, and a cookies and cream shake. And I remember we went there maybe like twice a week sometimes, just because my mom didn't want to cook. She was overwhelmed and she didn't want to cook. And I remember just picking up the burger and watching all the stuff drip out of it. And I always wondered what that was. When I got older, I became a waitress to put myself through school and to get myself through PT school. And I remember in the restaurant watching them pour this grease, it almost looked black, onto the burger grill where they made the burgers. And I asked them what it was, and they said it helps to not stick to the grill. They didn't know what it was. They just knew it was cheap and it kept the meat from sticking. So it was actually a saturated fat, and it was actually very, very toxic to the human body. But restaurants do not care. They care about their bottom line. They care about making money. And at the end of the day, we, the consumers, pay the price because we're eating these toxic chemicals that have additives and preservatives that have these chemical reactions that can actually act like drugs. Just like when you compare sugar addiction to a cocaine addiction or a caffeine addiction to an alcohol addiction, it's the same thing. They have these chemical reactions in your brain, and it causes you to crave these things, to eat it more and more and more. And that is what has led America into this dangerous, dangerous cycle of eating out, eating these fast foods, eating these processed foods. And from that, we see that 60% of the foods that we eat come from processed foods, 30% of which are from sugars. Consequences: processed foods are the leading cause of chronic illnesses and food-borne illnesses. Fast foods are a cause of addiction. Fast foods, processed foods, are continuing to fatten our population. The leading cause of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and depression. We have to put a stop to this. The first solution that we can do is to eat more whole foods. Okay, eating whole foods and eating less fast foods, controlling what we put into our foods, and actually having some thought about what we're fueling our body with. Seeing food as fuel, not as food. Fuel, not food. I always tell my clients, I had one lady, her name was Kylie, and she struggled with addiction to eating. She loved to eat. She loved to eat out. Her favorite food was breakfast, pancakes, one of my personal favorites. I love pancakes. And I have them on occasion. And the biggest hurdle me and Kylie had to get over was viewing food as a source of fuel for our body. Everything you put in your mouth is fueling your body. It's fueling your organs. It's fueling your muscles. It's fueling your brain. So think of your body as a machine, as a car. You would not put oil into your gas. You would not put gas into your oil tank. Same thing with our body. We have to fuel it with the nutritional whole foods that your body craves. Okay, so as we continue to make this health and food journey, we see these fast foods that contain these harmful additives and preservatives. They put on weight because your body can't do anything with it. Your body can either use it or store it. So what happens is when it encounters something that it does not know what it is, it just stores it. For females, it's usually on the hips, on the butt, and on the thighs. For guys, you have a beer belly. Because for guys, you develop body fat around your organs, which can lead to liver failure and kidney failure and different other things. Eating these whole foods will help restore your metabolism, which will then help you to use your food to burn fat, build muscle, and to help you feel more energized and awake during the day. This will also help you to be more conscious of what proteins, carbs, and fat you're putting in your body. Are you putting healthy, lean proteins like chicken, turkey, fish, salmon, and healthy carbs like whole grains, okay? Fruits and vegetables are carbs, sweet potatoes, oats, and healthy fats. Okay, we don't want the polyunsaturated fats. We don't want those high trans fats that are so often in restaurants. We want the good, healthy avocados, olive oil, using those to help fuel our energy system. Our last solution is just to cook at home and exercise. Okay, cook at home, get your kids involved, show them how to make food for themselves. Don't teach your kids to rely on the delivery man to get food. Okay, teach yourself how to make food. If you don't know how to cook, get on Food Network, learn from Gordon Ramsay or Chopped or whatever your favorite show is. Okay, cook at home so you can control how much is going in and what is going in. That is the biggest, most important thing to take away. Control what goes in and control how much goes in. Okay. Exercise. Okay. Exercising helps to burn calories, build muscle, which helps prolong life. You will be strong and healthy, and you will like the way that you look. Being strong means you're healthy. Okay. If you want to burn calories, lift weights. Okay. Don't just run. Running is not really the answer when you want to lose body fat. Okay. You need to lift weights. You need to strengthen your muscles because the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. And finally, just realize we all just need to think, am I living a healthy lifestyle? Am I teaching my kids how to live a healthy lifestyle? Am I leading by example? Am I really making my best effort with my food and what fuels my body? Am I eating too much of this and less of things that would help me better, like berries, strawberries, blueberries? Let's all make a better effort to be more conscious about what we put in our bodies so that we will have a long and healthy life. And we teach our kids how to have long and healthy lives. And let's create a new strain. Decreasing obesity, increasing heart-healthy, amazing individuals. Thank you for listening.